bullies, but are too gutless to take the consequences of bullying. Effectively, I don't know if any of you have ever seen the film Lethal Weapon 2. I'm sure you'll know, if you have, that the main bad guy in it, who is played by Joss Ackland, is a South African villain who has diplomatic immunity, and he gets away with his crimes because every time he does a crime, he can just say, diplomatic immunity. Well, effectively, no offence is the same thing. You can be as nasty as you want to be, but if you say no offence, effectively that's like saying, diplomatic immunity. What I'd like to do to a lot of you bastards is to do what Murtaugh does to Joss Ackland at the end of the film when he says diplomatic immunity. It's just been revoked. And it's remarkable how many people who fit into this category believe they're nice people. So why do they believe they're nice people? And and it's even more interesting that people say they actually like this. They actually like people who are blunt, who say no offence. Well, I don't believe they actually do. You know, it's like, they'll say they've got a nice personality, but by having this diplomatic immunity, saying no offence means they get all the credit for being a nice person, but without having to actually put the effort in to be a nice person. And why do people say they like it? Well, these are people who say they like nice personalities, but aren't really going for a nice personality, so it doesn't matter whether the person's got a nice personality or not. Besides, these people believe in leagues. They're not going for the person they want to go for because they actually want that person. They believe that they're going for it because that's all they can get. And if that's all they can get, the fact that they've not got nice personalities is irrelevant because, as they always say, beggars can't be choosers. Now, Jack Dee did a routine a few years ago about craft fairs, and he said at a craft fair one day he came to a stall which was paperweights, and he said about them, paperweights are not art and paperweights are not craft. A paperweight is what you end up with when you meant to make something else. Oh, you start off ambitiously enough. You think, I shall make a sculpture of my house. And you go, do, 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 do. About 15 minutes later, another fucking paperweight in it. And sometimes, but not all the time, that's what people who say they like personality, realness, down-to-earthedness, what have you. That's basically how that works. You know, they'll say, oh, I don't go for looks, I go for personality. You know, it's like, you know, they'll start off ambitiously enough. They'll think, oh, I want person A. Oh, but person A is out of my league. I'll go for person B. I'm just settling for them, but I'll convince myself that I'm not settling for them. I'll say, oh yeah, I'm going for personality. I'm going for what's real. It's exactly like, you know, you're going for them because you wanted something else, but you're going for that. And that's why people go for these people, because they don't actually like them. They're settling for them. It's just this whole negative cycle. It's a completely negative cycle. It means, you know, it destroys the very ethos of having nice personalities. The whole league system means you might meet that your perfect person with a perfect personality might be out there, but you ain't going to find that out because you believe in leagues, and so you'll settle for what you can get, even if what you can get is not, that has neither looks nor personality. What if beggars can't be choosers? You have to settle for what you can get. So you lie and you say, this nastiness is a form of reality. Yeah, you know. And it becomes like this thing, and people say this nasty stuff, but you know, none of it's real. None of it is real. People say they're not trying to be offensive, but in fact they are. It's too much effort to be a nice person. So they say this. They say, not being funny or no offence. And that is the reason why they say it, because it's too much effort to be nice. And they're pissed off because they don't like their life, because they have a low opinion of themselves. And they convince themselves, A, that they're nice people, and B, that the person they want but believe they can't get is a nasty person to make them feel good about not getting that person. And it's a whole negative cycle. And in order for it to stop, we have to get through this. We have to realise what is real and what isn't real. And saying no offence isn't real. If people say they've got a nice personality, they probably haven't got a nice personality. Because if they did, they wouldn't need to tell you that, because you'd just know it. And by the way, doesn't blowing your own trumpet go against the whole ethos of having a nice personality? And if you have to blow your own trumpet in any way, doesn't that say that you're insecure? And isn't insecurity the whole reason why people do bullying in the first place. Is that not the case? I believe it is. But too many people believe these myths, and that's why, we have these situations where people are unhappy. We need to liberate ourselves from this, and that is why I'm making this video. So remember that. Now you know. Now you are informed. Right. There are going to be a couple of forthcoming videos. I'm going to make a few movie reenactments. I'm going to make a few train-related videos, but 2 forthcoming videos. One of them is going to be about why there is no league system, because I've often said that people say no offence in relation to someone's out of your league. I'm going to make a video saying why no one is out of anybody's league. I'm going to prove that there is no league system. And in another forthcoming video, I'm going to create a character called Martin Blunt, and he will be the embodiment in personal terms of people that say no offence. I'm going to illustrate what a person like that is like in a more exaggerated and comical way. There's going to be another character called Ignore Man, but that's not related to this. So I hope you look forward to my forthcoming videos, and I hope you've enjoyed this one. And if you haven't, tough shit. However, if anybody does disagree with me, I'm going to say this about all my videos. Feel free to either make a text comment, contact me on Facebook, or make a video in response. I want a debate, but make it an intelligent debate, because stupid answers will get deleted. Okay, thank you for listening, and good evening. Bye!